Welcome back, cyber defenders, to another jam-packed episode of the Daily Threat. Today, we have an alarming lineup of cybersecurity stories that every business needs to be aware of. So, grab your favorite beverage, get cozy, and let's dive into the world of digital security. Our first story comes from The Verge, and it has Google users on high alert. Recently, a massive data breach was reported, resulting in the exposure of sensitive contact information of millions of users. Cybercriminals targeted Google's database, exploiting a vulnerability that allowed unauthorized access. The attackers most likely used a combination of phishing emails and social engineering techniques to gain access to user credentials. Once inside, they managed to bypass security measures and extract personal information from user accounts. Indeed, a chilling prospect for everyone relying on Google services. Imagine your email, phone numbers, and other contact information falling into the wrong hands. It poses a severe risk to businesses as well, as this data can be exploited for targeted attacks, identity theft, and phishing attempts. To mitigate such risks, users must enable two-factor authentication and regularly update their passwords. Businesses should also encourage their employees to undergo cybersecurity training to recognize and avoid phishing attempts. Next up, we have a report from the Hacker News regarding Microsoft's warning about the escalating cybersecurity threats in 2023. Cybercriminals are becoming more sophisticated, exploiting multiple vectors to compromise businesses and their customers. Microsoft's security intelligence team has been tracking these threats closely. They've observed a significant increase in ransomware attacks, data breaches, and supply chain compromises. Attackers are using advanced tactics, such as supply chain attacks and zero-day exploits. These threats are not only affecting businesses directly, but also their trusted vendors and partners. The impact of supply chain attacks can ripple through an entire ecosystem, causing devastating consequences. To defend against these sophisticated threats, businesses must adopt a proactive approach to cybersecurity. Implementing robust endpoint security, regular vulnerability assessments, and network monitoring can help in early detection and prevention of attacks. Our final story from Bleeping Computer brings us an incident involving a well-coordinated ransomware attack on a major healthcare organization. The attackers infiltrated the network through a combination of phishing emails and exploiting unpatched vulnerabilities. This ransomware gang is known for its careful planning and targeting of critical sectors. They likely used phishing emails to deliver malicious payloads that exploited unpatched software vulnerabilities, gaining a foothold in the healthcare organization's network. Such attacks can be absolutely crippling for healthcare providers and the patients they serve. The ransomware threat remains rampant, and we've seen how it can disrupt essential services and endanger lives. Regular backups and disaster recovery plans are crucial in dealing with ransomware. Organizations must also keep their software up to date to prevent known vulnerabilities from being exploited. That's it for today's episode of the Daily Threat. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility, and staying informed is the first step towards protecting yourself and your business. For more in-depth analysis and daily updates, subscribe to the Daily Threat.